never absolutely done for me. I am so upset that he had to be put down like, you know, like a stray dog. Man, I'm gonna miss you, brother.
I just want to say that I think the only thing sadder than all the things that you were just saying is happening right now is the fact that people are passing by scoffing and smirking at us. So I just want to say that, that I feel more sorry for them as all this stuff is happening.
Thanks, guys. What kind of life are you willing to live? Thanks, guys. You willing to live a life? I'd like to say something about Bill. You looking for a resurrection? Bill was so loved in this country for so long. So many people stood up and died for them. Bill, it's unbelievable. Millions of Americans died for Bill. I just cannot believe they have killed him. He's absolutely our best friend. I'm still in shock.
Fox News is here.
I have 2 words.
Good. Yeah. Where? He's on the other side of the camera.
Losing a loved one is a great trial. Today, we mourn something much greater than a single person. We mourn the Bill of Rights, a vitally important part of ourselves and of our country, something generations have grown up knowing, loving, and respecting. The story cannot be possibly told on one snowy afternoon because it stretches hundreds of years, generations before us, when our foremothers and forefathers stood up to say no to tyranny and oppression. Afterwards, when we were told it was necessary for military personnel to occupy the homes of ordinary citizens, and still later, when it was said we must intern people of a specific ethnicity to protect ourselves. Wherever an action, a word, or a thought that was a little outside the status quo was nearly silenced, our friend helped give it a voice. It is sad that after such a long and full life, death is so slow and painful. In the early 2000s, some saw the signs, saw the beginnings of the dangerous effect of unchecked authoritarian rule on your health. We started to hear terms thrown around that we hadn't heard before. Phrases like enemy combatant, collateral damage, preventative detention, enhanced interrogation, warrantless wiretapping. They crept into our cultural lexicon and became daily reminders of the disease within our nation. These terms, these insidious terms, are not the symptoms of a healthy democracy, nor of a healthy and just system. And they are harmful to the health and well-being of not only the friend that we mourn today, but the health and well-being of each and every person gathered here. They are a cancer, only more cruel. Even as the doctors tell us not to worry, the illness spreads, lodging itself in the back of our throats and the pits of our stomach. Police forces begin to militarize, surveillance drones sweep domestic size, while the doctors, our lawmakers and representatives tell us that free speech means nothing and to dissent is to be an enemy of the state. And finally, after years of suffering, our beloved passed away. December 31st, 2011, near midnight, with a stroke of a pen. A single swipe of ink signed away the life of a doctor who for many years has protected the powerless, has upheld the integrity of the innocent, and given the wrongfully accused the right to defend themselves. The National Defense Authorization Act has made it legal for our own government, of the people, for the people, and by the people, to indefinitely detain and imprison anyone on American soil without trial, charges, or terms of sentencing. New phrases arrived, ones that, like those before them, masquerade as liberty while killing the very embodiment of it. This is a dark hour, but it need not be the end. Together, we must rise. We must refuse to be silent. While we close the coffin, close it on a fundamental piece of our collective existence, we must remember that there is no better way to honor the Bill of Rights, to cherish its memories, and to stay true to the noble ideals that animated it. The liberties that we cherish, the rights that we demand, and the freedoms that we hold dear, we must now take them back from the jaws of despair. On this day of remembrance, let us not kneel and pray for the dead. Let us stand and activate for the living to rescue those who are about to die.
And I'd like to say goodbye to Bill. We all loved him. I'd also like to remind everyone that our forefathers spilt his blood, spilt their blood for his conception and his protection. How many young men and women came back in coffins similar to this to protect the ideas which Bill stood for? And one snake in City Hall. One snake in City Hall put it all to rest.
Bill, I'm gonna miss you. We are really missing you so much right now. We are really, really needing you. You've been sick for a while. You've been beaten. You've had organ failure. But I know somehow you will be reborn. I believe in reincarnation, and I can see that you have been reborn and reincarnated into the Occupy movement and into our spirits of love and fairness. We will miss you, but we are you. You are us, and we will never let you go. Amen.
I killed him upon get down without a whimper.
Oh shit, here comes Beast.
Anybody else have anything to say about Bill?
The last words about Bill.
If not, we're going to have a few moments of silence. Wait for our musician to get here to play taps before we go on to our march. So if everybody could please just bow your heads for a moment. Think about your time that you spent with Bill. Think about what Bill meant to you. And think about how you can keep Bill alive. Even though he's no longer with us, how his spirit can still stay with you, and how you can pass that fight on to your children and your grandchildren and generations to come. Have a moment of silence for Bill.